Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Emanuel Show. Today's episode is very, very, very special to me because we have my second set of parents here, and they're here to talk about love and the authenticity of it all. I want to introduce to you guys two people that are favorably in love, and they are one of my favorite couples to be around. The way that I look at them, the way I watch them, they really exhibit love. And that's enough of the description. I'm going to just go ahead and introduce the couple to you. I want to introduce to you all Mr. and Mrs. Favors, Mrs. Marshalle, and Lazar.
Hey,
Hello, welcome.
Hi,
Got my
thanks for
notes.
having
I got my
us.
notes. Start with my notes first.
Your notes?
This is what we do every day.
This is what you do every day. So
April
what do you do
14th.
every day?
So
April
you have to tell them
14th.
what it is.
This is a book we received. This is our first wedding gift
Okay.
from her brother, Mark Montgomery.
Okay.
And
You guys got married.
and Alex
And Alex.
Montgomery.
Okay.
It's a reminder every day of what you should feel like and what you should share.
Okay.
So today's,
Go ahead, read me
April 14th,
today.
it said
And I
love.
haven't heard it yet.
You haven't heard it yet?
No.
You know I had it with me. It said love makes everything lovely.
Oh, that's so nice. Love makes everything more lovely.
That's how that goes. So this is what we use every day.
Oh, so there's a new phrase, new
Every
affirmation every single day. And how, in specific to this particular gift, how has this affected your marriage?
Oh, it's been amazing. It's our what we start our day off with.
Mhm.
That's
But
amazing.
today we were kind of running, but at some point during the day,
Mhm.
even if like I leave early,
Mhm.
and he'll call me on the phone and he'll read it to me, or sometimes I'll be like moving around the house and I'll just walk in the kitchen. It'll be like sitting like right there on the counter,
Mhm.
you know. So, but it is how we start our day out.
I love to start the day off praying, but to start the day off with the affirmation of love that you guys share between each other is amazing. Describing this episode to a couple of people that I know, they was interested in trying to understand what love is between two people. How do you achieve that perfect set of love? And we were having a discussion, and everybody, the word that they kept using was individual. How do you maintain your individuality and still maintain love? So my next question is, how would you describe yourselves as an individual, but from the other person's perspective? So describe her as an individual.
And it was so funny. I know what he's gonna say. I know what he's gonna say. He's gonna say. There's a story behind this.
Yes, it
one
is.
also.
Yes,
Go
it
right
is.
ahead. Give me the story, please.
Awesome is the
It's
word. Awesome
Okay.
is the word. And I say that because when I asked her a year ago or so, how are you as a girlfriend?
Mhm.
Right. And first thing she sat back, tugged her jacket, like looked at me like, why am I asking you that? And she
Mhm.
says, I'm awesome. Oh, okay, all right then. So, and she's right. She's
Come on, awesome girlfriend. I love it.
Awesome everything,
Yes.
awesome everything. So, yeah, that's how I describe her. She's just awesome.
Mhm.
So,
And how would you describe him?
He
I can
knows.
tell you
He
what
already
to say.
knows what I'm gonna say.
Starts with E.
Also, and he says, "I'm excellent." Because when people like say like "Hi, how are you?" And some people will say "Fine" or something. He'll say, "I'm excellent,"
Mhm.
and so that's what he would say.
In every relationship cycle, I've noticed this, that there's a roller coaster period of the flight that you guys are, the butterfly effect. Do you feel like you're in that butterfly effect phase of your relationship? Because they say people don't really walk around like this every day, all day, talking about
I
how
don't know
much
who is
they
they.
love.
Who are they? Who is this they? Because this they don't have no idea what they talking about.
Okay,
the
so-
butterflies don't ever stop.
Mhm.
The butterflies, it's like a butterfly starts with a what? What is a butterfly?
Caterpillar.
Caterpillar, right?
Larva.
We create that every day.
Mhm.
Butterflies fly around us every day.
Mhm.
That's not something that goes away.
Mhm.
That stays with you. It just depends on how you feed it.
Yeah.
What are you feeding it with?
Okay.
You feed love with love,
Mhm.
and continue to love.
That's amazing.
And then even like throughout the day, we kind of continuously like just say it may be like a song he might
Mhm.
send me that's and sometimes it's like a sweet sentimental love type song.
Aw.
But sometimes it's a jam. Sometimes it's
Yeah.
like I just want to get you through the day
Yeah.
because
Okay.
I just want you to do your thing and
Mhm.
get in the groove and just like you got this. So it's supporting not just like the love aspect like of it, but supporting the whole person. Because our lives sometimes they get hectic and they get And there's, things that you go through throughout the day. And so we try to support every, like facet of that. If I know he's going to a meeting or something like that,
Mhm.
if he likes Jay-Z, I may send him
Right,
like a
right,
Jay-Z
right.
song,
I was
his
gonna
boss
say that.
face on.
That's right, that's right. That's funny.
Okay.
But that's true. That's
Uh-huh.
absolutely true.
You help each other out through the day by affirmations through words, through songs,
Songs.
and that helps feed the fire of the relationship.
Absolutely, keep the fire burning. I mean,
Mhm.
again, you must feed it.
Mhm.
Why not?
Right.
That's what we do. It's fun. We enjoy it.
Okay.
We enjoy our silly. you know?
Okay, so let's start from somewhat of the top of the story. How did y'all meet?
I always let him tell his
I'll go ahead. Do you
part
think?
of the story. You can go
I
ahead.
got it. You didn't want to do it. I do it.
Because I don't look good. I don't look good in this first part of the story.
Well, I'll say we literally met 18 years ago now.
Mhm.
But it was, I had started my business, I was excited,
Mhm.
and she was running this thing called Concert of Colors.
Okay.
So she comes in the room, and got a room like this actually.
Mhm.
It was darker, she had her blue suit on, her ponytail pulled tight, and she took my check, brought me a receipt, and said, have a good day. That was it. Left me in the room by myself, I'm looking around, I go, okay. I'm excited, like I said, I just started a business, so.
Mhm.
Strictly business.
Strictly business.
Okay.
Like, didn't even look at me like, yeah,
Mhm.
okay. So, moving fast forward, I had I complimented her on something on Facebook she was doing,
Mhm.
and set up a meeting with her. And funny thing about this meeting, I was late, and she says to me at the meeting, you don't have one time to be late with me. And I did not get to notice that was
The one time that you got a chance
That
to
was
be
that
like,
one
okay.
time. I didn't hear from her for almost another 6 months.
Mhm.
And but during that 6 months, I had the things we were talking about. I had already completed what I was doing. So I went to lunch again.
Mhm.
This time I had to cancel, but I was on time.
Mhm.
So I picked her up from her place of business, and I reached for her arm. I reached for the arm.
Mhm.
She's like, "Whoa, wait, what are you doing?"
She put a stop on that.
Hold on,
No.
what are you doing? Let's get out of here. What are you doing? What do you want? I'm like,
Mhm.
what's going on? It's funny to me. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, that's how
He
it
was just
started.
trying to be a gentleman.
That's it.
But
That's it.
You shut that one
She
down.
was
Well,
like,
I just
not in
wanted-
this, not in this. I mean, it's just basically where it was at.
I wanted him to make sure, the emphatic, that this was a, business
Yes.
lunch.
Mhm.
Yes.
So, Marshalle, during that business lunch, when did you decide to take the relationship further and allow for the growth to occur?
Yeah, because it didn't happen like that, like a conscious, let's
Mhm.
decide, it was kind of small awareness. And I think I remember during that meeting that we had,
Mhm.
what impressed me about him was the fact that he had, it was 6 months ago when he told me about this project that he was involved with in doing.
Mhm.
And he completed that project. And that project was a fairly, big project that he was doing. And I was impressed by that because a lot of people have ideas about things. And they'll come to me and say, I have an idea about something, just want to talk to you about it. And they'll never do it. They'll never, get off the ground. So the fact that he was a doer, I was like, oh, you like to get things done. I like to be around doers. I like to be around that same like-minded energy, synergy kind of thing. And so because he worked downtown and I worked downtown, we started seeing each other more frequently. But just kind of, hey, I'm in the area, let's, let's either have lunch or and we ended up doing a lot of walking and
Mhm.
talking. Like we would constantly, but it was nothing about anything about anything personal. It was
It's
more.
always business. It was
Yeah,
always
it was
something about
either-
their careers.
Yeah, about business or careers, or even kind of like life philosophies and things like that. And so I liked what he had to say. I liked his energy. And people tell me all the time, sometimes that, Marshalle, you have this energy, right? And he had kind of like this like energy.
Mhm.
But I can, say all of that. So we were getting to know each other just on an informal level. So the part that changed
Mhm.
was when
She asked me out on a date. So.
it was not a date.
It was a date.
It was
It was a
not a
date.
date.
So,
Yeah.
you asked him out on a
Yes,
date?
she did.
It was not a date.
It wasn't a date, and
It
you're
was
okay.
a business dinner.
Date.
I go to a lot of dinners for my job,
Mhm.
and so it was an event. So I called him up, and we were always had a good relation in terms of
I'm just saying. it
in
was a
terms
date.
of
A date.
In terms of, like,
Eating, sitting down, dressing up as a couple.
it was business, but
But
I
it was
called
for
him.
your job.
It was for my job,
Okay.
so it was for my job.
So it was a-
I called him and I
a
said,
cordial
would you
meeting
like to
between
go? But he said to me, he said, well, is this a date?
I need
And
to
I was
know.
like, wait, whoa, it's not a date.
I needed to know.
I spoke about the job, it's business, make me feel weird, right?
That's exactly what she did. So then she got off the phone after that too.
Yeah, it was like, so I said to myself, okay, he is my date for the evening, but we are not dating,
Okay.
right? That's what I said to myself in my head, right?
Mhm.
And so we go, and so this time I was late, and so, but
Oh,
so I show up,
kettle.
and and so I'm talking to him on the phone, and I'm walking around, and I didn't know at the time, but he
Mhm.
saw me. I didn't see him, but he saw me, and to this day, no matter where I am,
Mhm.
he'll always find me. Like wherever I am, and so now I don't even worry about it. Like if I'm out somewhere with some, I was like, oh, he'll find me. He'll find me wherever. But what happened at that? So now that we're together, we're married.
Mhm.
It's a date now.
Okay.
The story now. So now it's
Back
not
then,
a
wasn't
date, right? It was a date.
You standing
At
by
the beginning
that.
of the night, it was not a date. By
Mhm.
the end of the night, yeah. And now we're married in the story. We tell it. So now I can call it a date.
Okay, so we're gonna push the story a little bit further now. In your pre-interview, I remember you distinctly telling me that you got mad at the feeling when the feeling came in of you actually starting to like him.
Yes.
You got mad at the feeling.
Yeah.
How did that come about? How do you get mad at the feeling that you like somebody?
Because, you know what, because I'm like doing my single thing. I am single. I am into myself. It was like a whole,
Mhm.
you know, kind of like, not a year of loving myself. I was by myself. I was concentrating on my goals. I was concentrating on work. But he was the same way, though. He
Mhm.
wasn't kind of, so I think for the both of us, it caught both of us by surprise because we weren't looking for a significant other. It wasn't like I saw him like kind of in that way.
Mhm.
But it was that night when it was the date, non-date,
Mhm.
that we had our first, after the dinner, we started walking around, it was in the Renaissance Center, and we started walking around, and we found this secluded spot. There was no one else around. It was kind of dark and everything, and so we started having a conversation, and the conversation was more personal.
Mhm.
And so this is where I'm thinking to myself, because we were talking about the TV show Power,
Mhm.
and I'm thinking to myself, oh, this is where he crashes and burns, because all the misogynistic things that men have to say about women is going to come
Okay.
out, and this is going to be it. But it wasn't that.
Mhm.
You know, I found him still to be a very respectful person, his
Mhm.
ideals. And then we got up, and I had to, and he helped me up. And it was just the touch of an arm, just a touch of an arm. And I thought to myself, I was like, wait a minute.
So that was the feeling that you
It was
just was
that
like, I like you, but I
feeling.
don't.
I want to like you. What is going on
Wait a
here?
minute, I'm saying, I know. I mean, so it was like this pushback. But I think for the both of us, what happened after that,
Mhm.
and I think it was kind of mutual, is we had to get out of each other's way.
Mhm.
We had to get out of each other's way and really had to say, you know, okay, you know, and realize the things that God was trying to show the both
And
of
trust
us.
the process.
And trust that process. And for me, what happened was every wall, every doubt, every hesitation that I had,
Mhm.
something was revealed to me that this was okay.
Mhm.
And then it was something he said to me also.
Which was?
We were walking, and again, this is not a script, so we were walking. She asked me a question, and I said, to answer the question, I said, she asked me something about something previous, and I said, I don't know, I don't remember.
Mhm.
I said, whatever we're gonna do, whatever we're gonna create right now, 6 months from now, when we look back on what it is,
Mhm.
it'll be all ours. It'll belong to us. Every memory will belong to us. So whatever we create at this time, 6 months from this time, we will have it. And
Okay.
that's what feeds it.
So to let that whole baggage go of like previous relationships, previous doubts, previous experiences, and let this be what it
This
is.
is what it is.
And it happened like so, again, like so naturally, and I would say void of like other people and other, because a lot of times what we want to do, especially like women, first thing when we have someone in our life, we want to run to them.
Run to
We
your
want to run to
friends
them.
and tell
So
everybody.
you're a good girlfriend, like
Uh-huh.
all the details, like, ooh, girl, and for me, I don't know if he knew that, but I didn't do any of that.
Mhm.
Like
We didn't.
We-
I mean,
we were very
we didn't
private.
do any of that. I think we were so engulfed in enjoying
Each other.
each other. Like, she used to plan stuff on Fridays, and I never asked what it was. We just go. Like,
Yeah.
we're going. That's what we're doing. I mean, we would see each other almost every day because we were both downtown. But on Fridays would be our day, and we just whatever it was, it
You
was
just
always
went along with
beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. I trusted it. Like, okay, let's go. Let's do it.
that's-
Okay.
And we have a saying, like, he started the saying too, because, after we knew that we were gonna be together, he would tell me all the time, like, okay, no breaks.
No breaks.
Let's do this.
No breaks.
No breaks.
No breaks.
I like that. I do. Okay, since we're going no breaks and you guys are going full-fledged ahead, full-fledged forward, I want to know the foundation, I want to know about the foundation you guys had the opportunity to build. You said that, you built something for yourself. And you're married now, of course, but in that moment you guys were dating and you said you were going to make the declaration that this is for you. Whatever you guys create 6 months ago, that will be just yours. And to me, that sounds like a foundation building. How important is it to build a strong foundation? If not similar to that, a foundation of their own. How important is that to a
Well,
relationship?
it's absolutely important to build it the way it is for the couple.
Mhm.
Like our foundation exists because we did it. We actually did it without even realizing that's what we were doing. I mean, if you go back before, even before the dinner, I was always saying good morning, beautiful, or good morning, gorgeous, or good night, beautiful, good evening, gorgeous. Either way, I was saying it every day unconsciously, feeding that. She's just saying good night. I'm saying that unconsciously, like it became something I do still to this day. Sending her music, and at that point, the music I was sending wasn't, nothing stating anything. It was just good music. And her silly, I gotta say this, her silly is her sexy to me. It doesn't bother me. Her goofy is her sexy to me. It doesn't bother me. I don't focus on. I don't think we focus on what bothers us. We focus on what improves us.
Okay.
And improves us individually, and then improves us together. And what that all it is feeding it. When I say feeding, I mean if I see a discrepancy, I'll feed it. I'll feed something to make that better. We don't have to discuss it. There's no discussion of you won't ever hear me say, "Why did you do that?" It's unnecessary. Just fix it. Whatever I need to fix, I'll fix. For example.
Tell me about it.
For example.
You tell the truth.
She'll say, "Honey, you seen my purse?"
Oh, that.
I have not. I have not, but I'll find it because that's what that means, and I have no problem doing it. Or, honey, have you seen this? As soon as I hear a honey and the tone of the honey, that means look for something. You right? You understand? So I'll just do it.
The cues.
There you go.
Non-verbal.
It's the cues, and I'll just go do it.
But I can remember one time recently, because we're always supporting each other's work. So, not just supporting each other in marriage, but, and that's part of it as well too, but supporting each other in what we do. And I remember we were just in a setting, and a woman, he was looking down at his phone, and I was talking, and the woman said to me, "Oh, he's not paying attention to you." And I said, "He always pays attention." I think that his paying attention also was, is still to this day. This man pays attention to what I say. So those adjustments to, like, if I have a mood swing, or he pays attention to what will bring me out of that. He pays attention to what my needs and things are, and he's really good at it, because a lot of times men will say, people say men don't pay attention. He pays attention.
In terms of growing into a strong marriage, what relationship advice would you give young couples who are interested in getting married or dating or whatever phase of their relationship they're in? What is the most critical thing that you think that each couple should have in going forward to move forward?
Wow. I don't know if it was like background and faith and things like that, but in my vows, I told him that he asked me, where would I like to get married? And my answer was, doesn't matter where we get married, as long as God is in the center of it. So I think it's, that faith and, keeping God in the center of your marriage and your life and everything that you do.
You got anything?
Just be supportive in every way, mentally. I mean, I remember something so powerful that she told me that I had never heard the way she told it. She told me one day, she said, I just want to be safe. And being safe is not, it wasn't about protective safe, like from the people around. It was safe with my body, my mind, and my soul. Be safe, like she entrusts me with everything about her and of her. So that's important to when you decide that is that person, then you make sure that is that person. You do everything you can to protect that person. You do everything you can to give that person nothing but love. Love can't hate. Love can't hurt. You just feed it. Keep giving her that. Keep him and or her. Keep feeding that to him, and it'll be days where you'll be sitting and you'll just be looking back on that. I have to take this. I have to take this real quick. I was sitting in Starbucks, right? This was in September of 2016. Actually, I gotta say this. I thought I knew music, but she used to hit me with these surprises, and I've never been surprised until I met her. Like, she surprises me. So she hit me with this one song, and it's called "This Is Why I Love You" by Major. And I promise you, I was sitting in Starbucks, and I had just finished with a client, and I put my headphones in. I didn't know what it was, and it hit me so hard that tears was running down my face, and I couldn't stop. Like, it was crazy. I was like, wait, got people in here. What's going on? What's going on? And I mean that. Like, that was one of the numerous defining moments. Like, even if I was trying to ignore it, it was impossible because it was too many spiritual elements that were involved in directing me and telling me, like, that is it, this is her, and this is for y'all.
Okay. Last question. I'm getting the cue sign to wrap it up. Very last question. What's next for your marriage?
Trinity International Film Festival.
Trinity International Film Festival. The link will be on the website, www.emanuelshow.com. If you guys go to the website, click on episodes, you guys will be able to see their episode. It will link you directly to our YouTube page. Go ahead and watch it in full. Also, the Trinity International Film Festival, their link will be on the website as well. Please go online, log on, participate if you can. We will love your participation. I will be there participating with it as well. Thank you guys for watching another episode of the Emanuel Show. I hope that you guys watch this episode, learn from it, know that there is love out there for you. I started this conversation with them to as a form of expression, as a message that love is out there. Love can meet you at the door if you're knocking for it, and that this is the way that in my personal opinion, that God wants us to love each other, to find that connection between the two people, and feed each other that. That's what we're all looking for. I'm looking for it. 9 times out of 10, half the people out there are looking for it. But through it all, I hope you guys find love and learn from this particular example. Watch the Emanuel Show. I'll talk to you guys later. We are not done with them. They'll be back. Believe me, they'll be back for our couples episode. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks again. God bless. Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Emanuel Show. Here's a sneak peek of what's coming next week.
Well, There's a lot of misconceptions, a lot of big ones, but one of the big ones is people believe they have a purpose. I don't think anyone has a purpose. I think everyone has potential. So people have specific potential to do specific things.
For this episode and many more like it, feel free to log online to www.theemanuelshow.com. We also would like for you to follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, tweet us, and become a subscriber to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.